Hello everyone and welcome back. So while I was gone the last time, I went ahead and finished off all the camouflage on one side and the other. And then basically everything with the green sticker here is covering up the light grey, and so we're ready to spray the dark grey. I did originally have a sticker here and on the other side to sort of say I don't want too much grey here. I do want some grey here, so this is for the next cover of camouflage. Now, I was just thinking, isn't this what sort of annoyed me last time, which is this can kind of leave a line. So, yeah, let's just scrap that altogether. Let's take that off. Right. Now, let's just paint this entire one side that's not covered. Like, let's paint the whole side left. We're not going to get any paint here. Let's paint the next lighter color on top, or actually it's the next darker color. I'll turn it around and I'll show you the other side. So here is the other side, which is much the same. Let me just go through this. So we want a light color here. We want, when I say light, medium there, medium here, not here, which is why I'm leaving this tape on, because none of this is to be painted here. This is all dark, so it's not going to mix in with the other one, so it doesn't really matter. We do want light here. I'm going to take this one off for the same reason as last time. Even though we want a really dark color grey in here, if I put this on here, it could leave a line, so we'll take that off for the same reason. And obviously the front is to be painted the next color grey as well. So apart from this section just here, we need to paint the rest of that in the next color. And because this is now a short episode, I think that's what we'll do. I just thought I'd mention it just while I'm having a bit of a lunch break. I've taken 4 and a bit hours, nearly 4.5 hours, to put all the first layer of the camouflage tape on there. Sorry about that, I forgot to turn the camera on. I was that keen to get into it. Technically this has got one coat of the next colour on top of it already. I'm just going to wait for it to dry. Let's flip this around. See how that one's going. Yeah, that's drying off nicely. What I mean by drying, taking off, ready for the next coat. I generally put, 2 or 3 light coats on there. I've got it thinned down fairly well, so I go through the brush nicely, through the airbrush nicely. And so we'll come back in 10 minutes. Give that time to really tack off, and I'll give it another hit. So there it is. I've just hit it with the second coat. We'll let it go for another 10 minutes. Typically, every time you do a layer of paint, you've got to let it just go a little longer. So even 10 to 15 minutes, because it's now technically thicker. Hey Google, set a timer for 15 minutes.
Second timer for 15 minutes. Starting now.
Stop. There you go. That's our timer off. Let's have a look at it. So just having a look at it, I reckon it's going to need one more coat, and only the reason I can tell is the green is kind of popping through in this area where I painted, so I could probably get away with it, but because we want a definite definition of colours, I'll give it one more hit. Well, there's the third coat. Pretty happy with that, and I reckon we're going to call that one done. It's still drying, so this will probably need probably a good 24 hours, just like I did with the colour underneath. Because this is a slightly shorter video, I thought I'd go through some explaining, which is, so when we put the camouflage on, probably took about 4.5 hours to do both sides, to cut them all out, work them out, put them all on, and now painting. So to get to this stage from when I started masking is about 7.5 hours. So yeah, this is now drying off. We'll let it go off and we'll see how it goes. You know, I've started to notice a bit of a pattern with this ship. It keeps wanting to come back to grey, but it's not going to happen. So, yeah, there's really not much to do right this moment. I'll clean the brush up and everything else, and yeah, I think we'll call this session done, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.